whatever it is that you have set out to do this week. Don't slack on it. Whatever is your passion, make sure that you're putting that much effort into the things that you love, just as much as the effort that you put into the things that you have to do. So today, I thought this was a dope topic because I really wanted to discuss this with you guys. And the topic is Ratchet, and I can't even say it. Is Ratchet the new vibe? Okay. Now, this is something that has been on my mind forever now. So, is Ratchet the new vibe? And let's break down what one may consider Ratchet. So, I grew up in the age, and I feel like I'm aging myself by saying this, but I grew up in the age where being Ratchet was probably more when we reference a girl that was Ratchet, I definitely feel like we were probably saying that either she was acting wild and fighting or she was promiscuous. Like that's what I would say, like the city, like because I grew up in the inner city, that's what like I felt like the inner city definition of Ratchet was. If we were describing a girl that was Ratchet back then, that female would have had to been loud, fighting, always in the streets, just rowdy, and most definitely a promiscuous as well. So that is my definition of Ratchet. However, we gonna give you the Webster's dictionary of Ratchet and see what they got Ratchet under here for, because I think we need to have context before we talk about things. As okay, Ratchet is used as a slang expression to refer to something or someone that is common or tacky. You could say, "Oh, it looks like at what she's wearing, she looks ratchet. Her behavior is so ratchet." Like that, and that's what I think for me it was. It was like always like your behavior and the way you kind of acted would depict if you were ratchet. That's my definition. I don't know why Webster's over here talking about how she looks.
You gotta get the Urban Dictionary one. That's why.
Mm, that's why I pay you the big bucks, babe. All right, Urban Dictionary ratchet. Okay, still under the same kind of lines. It says simply, check this out, guys. Simply summarized by a bitch who is also ghetto. um, might exhibit these personalities. Attitude, sassy, smart mouth, temperamental, nasty and mean, childish, rude, crude, and obnoxious. You see, I said loud. Unruly, acting out of control, disrespectful, aggravating, think they're so pretty and all of that. Attention whores. Oh wow, they really going in. Mean girl behavior, spiteful, mean, cruel, manipulative, deceitful, vindictive, especially to other females. Indirect or direct aggression or aggressive, wanting to fight over nothing. All right, we can go on forever, but I think we have fully summarized what Ratchet is. Okay. And there is, and I know I don't gotta tell you, I know you on these Instagram streets, I know you on these YouTube streets, I know you hear the music, I know you see the girls out there, but I get, and it brings us back to this very topic, right? Is Ratchet the new vibe? Like, is it something that guys, and Sean, maybe you can, maybe you can chime in on this, but like, is it something is it attractive to have a girl who's ratchet? And let's not talk about in your 30s, Sean, because in your 30s, Sean, yes, you don't want a ratchet girl. But I'm talking about Sean in your 20s, Like you're 23, you're still young. Like, is Ratchet the new vibe? Do you want a girl to be, and of course you can be honest here.
Well, I don't think me personally, but I would say that there's people out there that they want that type of woman. And this day and age, definitely, I would say that the ratchet girls are winning. I mean, everybody in entertainment or music is in some type of ratchet stuff.
Yeah, well, drop a bomb on that. The Ratchet girls are winning. And I think I think it's important because I think in the media there is a lot of like, oh, these girls, I always said like I never wanted to be that woman, right? Never wanted to be the woman that was like clenching my pearls. I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she did that because I know that there was things that I did when I was trying to find myself, when I didn't fully know my worth or fully didn't know the things that I know now as an older woman. There was some mistakes I made. There was some things that I did that were probably a little left. So I try not to judge, right? But what we're talking about is, do we feel like that's the new wave? Is that the new vibe? Are girls doing this not because necessarily that's who they are, but it's because they know that's what sells, right? And we are going to quickly just jump into my girl, Chrisean Rock. And I had to do, I'm not even going to lie, I'm going to be honest on these Instagram and YouTube streets, guys. I'm going to be honest and say I had to do my own research on Chrisean Rock. And the reason why I had to is because the girl is 23 years old. My music taste is definitely not one of hers. And I'm sure her music taste is not mine. She was born in 2000. The girl is 23 years old. For the purpose of this video and the purpose of me doing my research and making sure that I keep my ear to the street, I wanted you to strategically look at Chrisean Rock and see what it is that sets her apart, right? What it is that makes her special. And I think that's something that I love to do. I love to sit there and try to have an unbiased opinion about this artist and have it a lot deeper than just thinking like, oh, these girls is out here, they wilding, they acting crazy, they need to get it together. I mean, it's so easy to judge, right? But she's successful, you know.
Really?
I mean, let's start bringing
I
some
mean,
facts.
because I wouldn't call anybody successful that you only know through somebody else who's famous.
Okay. Oh,
I mean,
that's some shots here. Are you suggesting that
no, it's not. It's not shots. It's not hate. It's nothing like that. It's just I wouldn't say successful of what, because
okay, so
I
let
don't know her for anything that she's done besides be the girlfriend of somebody who's a famous rapper.
okay. So
So that's not no shade. That's just my truth. That's all I know her for.
that's all, so you only know her as Blueface's girl.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be honest, I only knew her as Blueface girl too, but apparently this girl she was a part of Baddies.
What's that?
It was a show that she was a part of.
Oh, okay, I
She
don't
was
know.
also she also was a part of the Blue Girls Club, and I believe that's when he lived, like she lived in his mansion.
Oh wow, I don't know nothing
And I
about
think he
that.
did a show when he was trying to find love. And so he apparently found her.
Wow. Okay.
But she was a cast in one of the shows called Baddie. And then that's when she did a show with Blueface, and they did a show called Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love. And she also did some music. So she's a rapper.
I would say that came
Okay,
after her being. Yeah.
regardless
Okay.
of what,
Yeah.
she made some songs.
Okay.
She has a little bit of a repertoire. Now, when I say successful, yes, you're right. I'm using that word too loosely. She is someone that I feel like is heavily in the media. So right now, she could be doing this all just for cap, and it's working just fine. She's in everything. Her video that I just checked out, one of her hit songs was Vibe. And I just checked it out. It's 15 million views. Like the girl is popping, Sean. I I don't know what to tell you.
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear it, and I don't know nothing about it. But
So
okay,
she was born in Bmore.
okay.
So shout out to Baltimore. She's from Baltimore. She also attended Santa Monica College in California, and she was a student athlete. So this is a girl, guys, who I think people love the story of like, yeah, she grew up in the hood. She was, she came up from the gutter, and no, she was raised, alongside of her 11 siblings. Her father was in prison,
I mean, that's Baltimore, man. Come on.
and her mother was battling a drug addiction.
Sounds like Baltimore to me.
Wait, there's an end to this story though, okay? Even though she went through some struggle, she still was a student athlete, and it looks like she still obtained her associate's degree.
That's
So,
awesome.
all right. So, it it goes back to my question though. Is Ratchet a new vibe? Are these girls the sexy reds, right? The Chrisean rocks? Are they portraying the image of these ultimate ratchet girls for clicks, for views?
Absolutely, because I would say that 90% of those women that are in that category,
Yes.
they don't act like that outside of the music.
Because in our day, I feel like one of the female artists that they would say would be a little raunchy was Little Kim, was Foxy Brown. Those were the women, and they weren't. But I don't feel like they were out there in the media portraying as these women who are, I don't know, the ultimate ratchet. I think they just did it for performance or in their music. So that was different. Like, for instance, Sexy Red, she does it in her music, but she's also doing it out in the streets.
Yeah, everything is different because the music was different, you know? The music, the lyrics, it was different then. So you can't really compare it with the stuff that's going on now because the lyrics and the music is not the same. So with the newer music, there's more emphasis on trends and more emphasis on things going viral or things being like, something that's gonna be quick and go away like a fad.
So I went outside really quickly and I asked my daughter, I was like, who's Sexy Red? And she was like, who? And I was like, who's Krishan Rock? She was like, Chris Rock? I was like, yes! They don't got her yet.
Yeah,
They
no.
don't, she don't know who the hell y'all are. No disrespect. But she doesn't know who they
Yeah,
are.
but they're those artists, their demographic is older women.
Ooh, very interesting. Why do you
So
say that?
because they're the only ones that's gonna pay to go to a concert. They're the ones that's gonna buy the music,
I
download it.
disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I feel like there is a big Caucasian community who doesn't have to be older that would be buying tickets to them shows.
I mean, you gotta be 21 and older to go, I'm sure. Because there's alcohol involved in the places. So
But I still don't feel like it's gonna be. I don't feel like there wouldn't be 21-year-old girls there. There would be 22, 23. That's their age.
yeah, of course. I think so, but
I really do not feel like people in my age group, in my age bracket, is listening to Krishan Rock or Sexy Ride. We
I
not.
don't yeah, I don't think they have a
I think
big
that
demographic
I
like
think their
that.
demographic is probably women from the age of 21, and you don't got to go to the concerts to be buying the music and streaming the music. You could still be buying and streaming the music and not going to the concerts. That's why I said there's probably a big population of girls that are listening to this music. I'm just happy my kid ain't one, okay? My kid ain't one. But no, I definitely feel like there is a wave of girls who think shit like this is cute, They think things like this is entertaining. I think it's the first time that girls are hearing music this raunchy on mainstream media. I definitely feel that way. I do. I think Chrisean Rock is in everything. You cannot pass up a headline without seeing her face, seeing her smashed across some TV screen on your computer screen. Like, it finally got to the point for myself that I was like, who is this girl? And why is she popping up on my social media so much? So I had to really take a big dive into who Chrisean Rock was. And honestly, I think that just listening to her music, and not even, if I had to like just listen to her music and not fully like see what's going on with her, I would say that she sounds like someone who has been through something. And I think that's where the behavior comes from. I think honestly, like not having a father figure around, like there's so many things that kind of play into a woman's confidence as she's growing up that we don't think about, that we don't talk about. And Chrisean Rock seems like a woman to me who was searching for love in all the wrong places. You know, was smart enough though, so shout out to her, and savvy enough to understand that I need to get to the bag. So regardless of what I got going on with Blueface or whatever, however she came into this situation, she knew she had to capitalize off of it. She knew that she had to make it worth her while, in which she did. There has been several occurrences with her in the media. It looks like just recently she was at a Tamar Braxton concert and she got into an altercation with James Wright Chanel. He's like a social media influencer. It looks like allegedly she punched out his teeth and now he has no tooth, or no teeth rather. So there's a lot of things, and it looks like people are looking for her. She may be possibly in trouble or go to jail for this, is what people are speculating. So this girl is in some real heavy mess right now off of just being impulsive. So, you know, I had to throw it out there. Is Ratchet the new vibe? Is Chrisean Rock doing all of this because it's a part of her image? She has to be looked at as the most wildest one in the room, the most loudest one, the most ratchet one, the one that's going to be clapping the ass. And, is it part of her image? Or is she someone that's still trying to develop herself and hasn't really found herself yet? What do you think, Sean?
Honestly, I don't know. And all the ratchet girls out there, besides Cardi B, I don't listen to none of them.
You love you some Cardi B, right?
She's the only ratchet one I can listen
What
to.
is your favorite ratchet Cardi B line?
Damn, I
I
don't know.
don't cook, I don't clean.
That's one of them, but she got so many. I like all her songs. You know?
I love me some Cardi B too. So shout out to Cardi B.
Yeah, I like Cardi.
Um, yeah, I definitely feel like Cardi is dope, and although she does herself portray a image, but I think Cardi B's image is more of like
She's ratchet, but it's polished ratchet now at this point.
polished.
Yeah, cause she's not doing the sexy red and the Christian rock
Oh,
stuff.
she don't gotta do that though, Sean.
At this point in
She
her
was
career,
doing that though.
but at this point in her career, she don't have to do none of that no more. Cause she gotta let the younger girls shine. You know?
I think Cardi B does a really good job at being collaborative with other women.
Yep.
Also collaborating with younger artists, keeping her music fresh, keeping her music hip.
Yep.
So shout out to Cardi B. She does a good job at, trying to uplift women, making sure that, I mean,
I think all the female artists that got problems with her is it's their issue. It's not Cardi's.
woo! That is shade.
No, it's true. I think that's just how I feel.
Although I'm gonna say one thing, I love Cardi B. What I do like most about her is her grind. I respect her hustle. I respect how hard she works for her craft. I still remember that Love and Hip Hop episode where this dude was trying to play her. God, what is his name?
Oh, DJ
DJ
Self.
DJ Self.
Yeah, DJ Self was trying to play her music.
Ooh, I still remember that. I still felt that when they showed them clips. I still feel what she said. She was like, "Yo, you don't gotta believe in my music. I believe in it. It's hot. It's dope." So shout out to Cardi
And
B,
look at her
though.
now. She got a gun range in her crib.
Shout out to Cardi B, man. You killing the game. And that's what it is. Like when you think all odds is against you, when you think like you can't do no more, when nobody believes in you, that's why you got to keep going. So shout out to Cardi B. She's dope. And yes, I agree. Her music is very polished. It's ratchet, but she does it in a very polished way. So
Exactly.
shout out to Cardi B. But I still feel like with these girls though, I do feel Ratchet is the new vibe. I think it's easier for you to grab attention. I think it's harder for listen, I know so many rappers out there. There are so many rappers on Instagram that I come across, here and there that I'm like, wow, this girl is dope. And they would never push that type of music in mainstream media. I feel like a lot of the mainstream media music is just ratchet. You're talking about anuses, cracks, licking cracks. Like it's that type of music. It's that down, dirty, raunchy music. But there are so many amazing artists out there that I also think that we need to start promoting the the women artists who are about something positive too, man. Where the women artists that are positive?
I can name so many of them,
I
but
know.
it's sad. The sad truth is, these companies, these labels, they're not signing no acts like that. And it's a whole nother topic to talk about why that is. But it's just the sad reality that the ones that have all the talent and really put in the work and can really rap better than some dudes, they just never gonna get that spotlight that they deserve. That's sad, but it is what it is.
Nah, it is so sad. I mean, there are some women that I come across that their music is just, but they're not selling sex. They're not selling their body. They're not half naked for clicks. So it becomes very, very difficult for women in the rap game right now. I want to see someone pop off that has a positive message. Can we try to make that happen? Can we try to have one of these women who are not just about selling sex and ratchetness? Can we have one of those women pop off? Who would you like to see pop off?
I mean, I would like to see more of because she's already popping, but they're already popping. But Rhapsody and Rock, those are two female artists that are dope that don't get the spotlight or the shine on them that they deserve. Rhapsody and Rock.
Shout out. Yes. I love me some Rhapsody. And Sharrock too. You definitely put me on to her.
I'll put you on to both of them, man.
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of music that you want to be in mainstream media. And yes, they are popping, they dope, but I just don't feel like they get as much or even half of the attention that these girls are getting on social media, on mainstream media. And all it's really doing is casting a light on them, but not in a positive light. Like these girls don't understand that a lot of this stuff that's done is always portrayed in the negative for them. I don't see anything positive. Like people are critiquing Chrisean Rock's mother, the way she's mothering. They're saying her kid needs to be taken away from her. So if this is all a facade and she's just putting it up, she needs to hang the shit up because they about to take her kids away. They about to start looking into her. So I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think. Do you feel like Ratchet is the new vibe? Do you feel like these girls are doing this because this is something that's again a part of their image? Or is is that what mainstream media wants to see? Does mainstream media want to see the ratchet girl? They don't want to see the Rhapsodies. They don't want to see the Sharrocks. They want to see The Sexy Reds, the Chrisean Rocks. Why is this? I don't know. I mean, I know for myself, I would love to see positive women. And I'm not saying, I'm not ignorant enough to say that all your music has to be positive. We were just talking recently about how as rappers you can like evolve and change, but I think that there should be different sides of you, you know. I think that people should see sides of you that are not always so ratchet, that's also positive, because then you can be sending a positive message even if it's done in a subliminal way. So you guys let me know in the comments if you have not liked the video. Make sure you like the video, hit the notification button so you could be notified when we have another video. Thank you guys for coming through. Don't forget to leave some comments on what you think. Do you think Ratchet is the new vibe? Love you guys much, and until the next time, see you.